UFC 232 right now. John Jones versus Alexander Gustafsson. That's just the grammar. Yeah. Whatever. Used to make fun of me because I call Alexander Gufferson or whatever. And he says Gustafsson. So, yeah. I'm gonna react to this. Alright, we'll start off with this. I do not think John was on steroids for this fight. I have a hard time believing that he would put steroids in his body for a third time. Here's what I think happened. Steroids are still in the system from way back in 2017 and 2016. From UFC 200 to UFC 214. So, still in the system, but it ain't no advantage because what's his name said that? Jeff Nowitzki, the USADA guy, he said it doesn't give him an advantage, which is probably true. But it was in the system. It was pincograms, like they said, which is a real thing because I don't think somebody like Nowitzki would lie about that. It's real. But the part they leave out is that he intentionally put that in his body. Alright, wait, man. Let me put this shirt on. He still intentionally put that in his body. He's been doing steroids his whole career, and he still has it in the system. That doesn't take away from his all-time greatness, though, because majority of the guys he was fighting were on steroids, too. So, yeah. We're going to restart this. Okay, back here. God damn, this is just hard. Okay. Start again. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, John is used to fighting guys that are short, way shorter than he is. Gustafsson is way just as tall as John is. Alright, so when that happens, it takes away from John's game plan. It takes away from his game plan because he's used to fighting guys way smaller than him, and he's used to. It takes away from what he usually does. Like when he fights a guy just as tall, it's the same thing with Dominic Reyes. When he fights a guy just as tall as him, he has a hard time. He has a hard time with those people because it's not what he's used to doing. Like he's used to like bullying his opponents. Like it's easier to go for the takedowns. You can reach them better. When he fights a guy just as tall as him, it's harder for him. So this ref was kind of weird in this fight. It was like weird. Gosh. Fucking shit, where's my phone? Fuck. I'm trying to find my... Where the fuck's my phone? Okay. John's countering. Both of them had just as long as a layoff. They had an equal long layoff before this fight. The difference maker of this fight was the grappling. Gustafsson took him down in the first fight, and then he never proved his wrestling since then. That's the problem. He should have been working on his wrestling more, I feel like, if he wanted to beat John. Alexander Gustafsson's actually doing I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna be reacting to The Last Jedi again tomorrow because the whole fucking thing was cut because of audio in the fucking TV. So I'm gonna have to watch with headphones on, and that was torture. You realize how painful that was? Gotta relive that again. You don't understand. I gotta do that again. All over again. That's fucking torture. It's just hell. I'm really putting my body for. I mean, not my mind. I mean, not my body. Good God, my mind for hell. I remember when they switched venues for this fight. I don't know what to say. I did. I don't know what to say about that. I didn't know what to say about that then. Nothing what to say about now. I explained earlier how I felt about the picogram thing, so. Said the same thing to Nash just in the party chat. Let me go look at the fucking stats. Let's see here. I think John won all 3 rounds, to be honest with you. The closest thing Gustafsson got to winning a round was the first round. The third round was a little bit closer, but he obviously lost that round because he lost that fight. So. Gustafsson ain't the same guy he was in 2013. Like, he wasn't the same man. He was not the same man he was in 2013. This is not the same guy. Not to mention, John just figured him out. He hit him with the eye poke. Ah! That's that's convenient. John can't taste his own medicine. Why is it when John eye pokes somebody, no one cares, and when John gets eye poked, like they have to expect the eye? It's weird to me how that works. it's that he asked John to watch his fingers is real. Watch your fingers, John. John didn't even reach for eye pokes. And he just has history for it. So he just said it. You watch your fingers too, John. You ain't off the hook. You ain't off the hook either, son of a bitch. They're just leg kicking each other. Mm-hmm. Not really doing much. John got some in a guillotine. Standing guillotine. And let go. Strong replays. Fuck, I ain't offering enough commentary. I don't got really much to say. Alright, third round. John went for the takedown, and John, I feel like John was waiting for the takedown. Like he was gonna do it at the most weakest moment, so he'd be most effective with the takedown. Like he took him down. He took him down easily. Easily. He didn't need to do much work for that takedown. I think he was working the legs too. Like he was working the legs for the takedown. Perfect game plan. John just working the jiu-jitsu. This is straight up jiu-jitsu right here. It's like control. Gets the back. Gets the back. I think it's where his back. He's going for the rear naked choke, but he's gonna turn it into. He's gonna turn it into ground and pound. That was a perfect idea, by the way. Ground and pound. Ed has won the fight. He could still. The thing is, though, after this fight, John realized how deep that light heavyweight division was. Now, like the current light heavyweight division is so stacked. Like even John realized that it'd be better just to like sit on the sidelines. John like wants to be on the field as long as possible. So like if he has to like vacate his belt and like choose who he like take longer to train for fights, he'll do that. That's what you see. That's what you see happening right now. So I think that's the reason why he drops his belt. Maybe he won paid more too, so that's probably also an issue. Also, thing he won. The thing is, though, John says the UFC never did anything for him, but they literally let him have this fight. They did everything they could to let him have this fight right here. That gets on my nerves when I have to see that. When I see him say that, like the UFC really switched arenas for this fight to happen, so you could be recrowned champion. Like he put. That's the last time they showed that belt too, by the way. The OG bet, the OG UFC belt. Like that's the last time they. Kept that thing around. I absolutely agree with that. All glory be to God. Salute this man. I miss watching him, by the way. I think he'll be back eventually, but and I don't really care what he does in his private life because Floyd Mayweather, we all watch him, and he was the same way. So I believe that too. Like he's more dangerous when he gets a rematch. Fuck. I'm gonna call out DC. I forgot this in the last video. John called out Brock Lesnar. Literally nothing happened out of that. I forgot to mention that. It was so forgettable because nothing ever happened out of it. That'd be a dream fight, by the way, but we're never gonna see it, unfortunately. He called DC. They'll fight at light heavyweight for a third time would have been fucking stupid. If you fight at, if they ever fought again, which they're never going to, never would have, or it would, if they would have fought back then, they should have been a heavyweight. That would have been fucking stupid. I'm alright, so I'm done here. Thanks for watching. If